This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
How about this? You know, the one thing that we also see, okay, we know Bam has been amazing. Tyler yesterday, another 9 rebounds along with the 11 points, 5 assists and a steal. The young guys have made their contributions. But, you know, last night watching Goran and Butler, that's kind of our Batman and Robin because they're such good friends. You know what I mean? And these guys have almost like bonded as brothers, you know? And what's it called? Jimmy is, you know, obviously a big soccer fan and watching soccer with Goran, and they're always talking soccer and all that stuff. So there's a bond. And that bond has been so important because it's important for guys to actually like each other too. It's not imperative. It's not ideal because, you know, Shaq and Kobe weren't necessarily eye to eye and they won championships. The 70s Knicks had a slogan, not their slogan, but the people around them, the people that covered them, gave them this label, 12 guys, 12 cabs, because it was like 12 different individuals, and they didn't really, you know, it wasn't that they hated each other, it was just they didn't have a lot in common. You know what I mean? So they went in 12 different directions after the game. So it's been you've won before in the past, different teams with players that didn't necessarily get along. These guys get along. And that helps, because that helps in the trust factor. And when you listen to the guys after the game, you hear about that trust all the time. And when you can bond outside of the court, I mean, I know that, you know, Jimmy has his big face coffee, and I think he's going to give Goran probably a discount after last night. But the other
that was hilarious, bro.
But two nights ago, Goran goes to Jimmy's room and knocks, and it's like, hey, no coffee. I got no coffee. I can't get any big face coffee and all that, you know. So
gotta go get a little face. He said.
Gotta go get a little face. So it was just that bond is priceless. And last night, you also see that bond leads to sacrifice. It's kind of like when you're friends with somebody, right? When you're good friends with somebody like this moron, you'll sacrifice a lot and you'll do a lot for that person, right?
Back at you, buddy.
And that's kind of what you do in friendship. And you watch those guys, they're selling out for each other, they're selling out for their team. I mean, that three-pointer that Goran Dragic did on Thies or Thies or whatever the hell his name is, and he loses grip of it, but that kind of allowed him to get the spacing that he needed, and he drops back 3 feet behind the three-point line and launches it, and it's all net. I don't know about you, but I jumped out of my couch when he hit that three because it was like a really tough three to hit. And then you hit all net, dude. It's string music. And Goran, it was one big shot after another, and then you're watching Jimmy Butler make one big defensive play after another. That steal and around his back, and then finishes the play at the rim. You know, the effort. Again, everybody. Didn't matter if it was an announcer, the play-by-play guy. Everybody's wowed at describing that play. You could be SVP. It doesn't matter who you were, bro. Everybody that describes that play, they are wowed by the effort. And again, I swell with pride when I see that. And then Jimmy has that steal where he tips it from I think it was Jaylen Brown, and tips it to himself. And again, in anticipation, don't let that go under the radar, okay? What you're getting from your two biggest leaders on the team. We know Bam is super important as a leader and a winner and all of that, but Goran Dragic and obviously Jimmy Butler are the guys that this team looks up to. And the way Goran has embraced that role has been amazing. And remember, he's the guy that had to go to the bench for a rookie in Kendrick Nunn. And he's the guy that did not say one thing. Never complained, never bitched, never moaned. We talked about this early in the season, how he embraced it and the leadership that shows. So when your highest paid player is Jimmy Butler and he's willing to work harder than everybody else, that sends a message. When one of your most experienced and treasured players on your team in Goran Dragic continuously hits big shots, that sends a message to your team. And what Butler and Goran Dragic have done for this team is absolutely priceless.